rest of these years. It's gonna be agony. It's gonna be agony. What have I done? Sup YouTube, it's your boy Foofy Buns, back at it again with another video, and welcome back to the channel. It's coming back. Yay, Electric Boogaloo, Foofy Buns 2. It's happening. Not another channel. We're coming back. We're waking up. Anyway, it's been 7 whole ass months, man. 7 whole ass months. It doesn't seem like it to you guys, but so much has happened. Like, so many hopes that came through. Like the Shogun himself, Corey Kenshin.
Look at this dude.
Corey Kenshin is back on track with the 100 video streak before 2025 ends. May God bless him in every stride. But this year hasn't been great either. A lot of disappointments in myself, my parents, and ideas I've been too overwhelmed to bring into reality. I just want to sit here and talk and be real for a second with people who want to listen. And also talk about Corey, because he's a YouTuber that I aspire to be like. I've been inspired, once again, by Corey Kenshin. His strong comeback to YouTube. I'm just a regular guy. Now, I don't exactly tango with the feelings of parasocial relationships anymore since I was like 16, but as someone who's religiously watched Corey since around the pandemic, to say I have an idea of Corey Kenshin is a fair judgment of my own viewpoints on himself on his channel. Just as he once spat bars, I am Corey Kenshin. But Corey Kenshin is not me. Spoke to me. Actual bars. I feel like I can't efficiently explain it as well as it explains itself, but from what I can roughly understand, it's like saying, my persona is me, but I am not my persona. If that makes sense.
No!
So, my idea was Corey Kenshin is a pure-hearted believer of God and Christ, who never even thinks of cursing, and is a YouTuber who will never sin or do wrong in the future. He is a purely good person. Now, I'm sure a lot of us know that surely someone can't be as clean a person in their real day-to-day life. After all, he said in the middle of one of his videos at some point, it's for you guys. As in, how he conducts himself on his channel is for the viewers, which, as a YouTuber, I can appreciate. So, his video,
I'm just a regular guy,
opened my eyes and my mind to what we don't see him as, and it changed my mind in such an enlightening and humanizing way. Okay, pause. I'm not suggesting what or who Corey is, just listen to what I gotta say. This, to me, is about how a regular guy's words on YouTube changed my own mind. His video was like a godsend to me. It was the hand I needed to help me out of a deep, suffocating hole that I and other people from my past had put me in. It didn't help that I had just moved from a toxic place full of a mixture of memories, mostly bad, to a fresh blank slate. This is the slate I always needed to finally breathe, but I went from reliving past traumas to emotional freedom, and I yearned for it so badly that when it happened, I couldn't cope and collapsed into several deep depressions from the sheer amount of trauma I had to process from my lifetime already. I had too much space to process, too much bottled up trauma that I'm not even joking, Prince Zuko'd myself and became so ill, and my physical body just started to punish me. Everyone's life experience is different. I accept that for as plain or complex as this can be for any person. So, I imagine someone out there can relate to processing trauma being like living through all those moments all over again. Feeling every dainty piece of fabric of hope and trust being torn away piece by piece with every gaslight and every stab in the back. I usually dwell on so many things, and sometimes a question I find myself coming back to for so many scenarios that affect my life year after year. What makes a good person? If I or people around me make mistakes, or if those people are inherently evil, is it even worth interacting with others or even making videos or streaming? One example is how Twitch has become this place to openly spread terroristic ideals and corrupt dreams for a selfish future. I like streaming, but is it really worth using Twitch anymore when the CEO and its staff wrongly punish innocent, hardworking streamers while the wrongdoers have this unspoken immunity while pretending to fear for their online livelihood? Another example is the potential to interact with other fellow YouTubers and even collaborate with them. Over time on this platform, I have seen so many YouTubers we thought were good fall off the internet forever or fall from grace due to greed and fame. I've seen other YouTubers being dragged into controversies and being demanded an explanation by fans for a person they do or don't know too well just because they played a few games together once. It's hard to make the right and healthy decisions when you don't know what's going to go wrong. And there's probably going to be a lot of people who see this video in its lifetime here on the vast ocean of YouTube and think, let's just leave this demon to her demons, this shit's too deep. Sometimes it takes a demon's strength to fight so many demons. Now, if you know, you know. Y'all know what it's like to be in that fight. You have the experience to push through and acknowledge the time to protect yourself from your thoughts and yourself. If you don't, good luck, buddy.
Who is she?
Considering these personal troubles and my idea of a good person was the idea of Corey Kenshin, I thought it would be difficult for me to reach that level of goodness. I thought everything from my past and the way people treated me and how that shaped my mind had tainted my ability to be naturally good and give the gift of benefit of the doubt, because coping under similar conditions I've been through has always felt near impossible when so many people have wanted to drag me down for no reason. Being around people, even friends, has always felt so hard, even when I tried to put myself out there to be healthier for myself. Having a sense of belonging has always felt even harder when I always convince myself that I'm not worth anyone's time and I'm painfully the odd one out. It's just a cycle I've struggled with and come to get used to for the past 10 or so years. Well, used to it enough to recognise and continuously analyse it. So this is where Corey's video,
I'm just a regular guy,
helps me find something I thought I lost a really long time ago.
This is just a list of regular guy stuff, regular human guy stuff that I've done that I would like to share with you all. I've stolen before. I've cussed before. I say the word again. I've hurt people I've been hurt by people. I've lied about things. Oh, this one's good. I can be selfish. I've hated. I've loved. Oh, I think this one's really going to resonate with you guys. I've broken promises. And that's just, a few things that I think people need to be reminded of. I'm a regular guy. I've done all those things, and I'm sorry about those things. And I've tried to do better because of those things, because of those experiences.
The open realness of each statement was like the intense chiming of church bells resonating with my soul, or like the heralding feeling of Taco Bell bongs. In that video, not only did most of the samurai come to learn something about Corey, but that made me learn something about myself and learn something for myself that's helping me even now and could help a lot of people suffering with the type of mental health that affects their outlook on themselves. So long as I am always willing to be better, so long as I am trying, and I know I'm trying to be good to myself, everyone, and everything around me, I am a good person. And now I'm here in this weird day where I feel more comfortable to leave a lot of things behind me, to be me, me, I've always wanted to be for fucking years now. Considering my belief is that autumn is the season that brings change and renewal, and the rainy weather cleanses everything anew for new life to take shape, no time in the year feels better than now. I have the space, time, and the mentality to focus on myself and what I want from life. Some of my main focuses at the moment have been on eating, sleeping, exercising, being aware of how my body feels, coming back to YouTube, and making our home feel like home, which, by the way, there will be a flat tour at some point in the nearest future. To elaborate on most of my list, I used to eat 1 calorie-dense meal a day, and that was it. Looking back on it, it did help me maintain a consistent weight, but the fact that I now have a small breakfast, sometimes a snack, a healthy dinner, and dessert has actually helped me lose weight and feel a little bit more energized than before. Since I'm also an insomniac, sleep, especially consistency in sleep, is pretty much off the table. The most I can do is sleep when I can to rest myself, and it's somewhat working out so far-ish. Exercise is a tough one, and has always been a tough one. I started going to the gym because I've always had this dream to casually bodybuild, and I really needed an escape from the old place I was living at. Even though it hurt my body a lot, I pushed on, but after moving house and sleeping on the floor for a couple of months, it's been hard to even bring shopping home. So, after doing some research, I figured swimming would be the easiest to get a full body workout and protect my joints from the effects of certain movement under gravity, and it works. With YouTube, I'm going to try to not get upload anxiety. To explain, if I haven't uploaded in a really long time, or I feel like it's been a while, I get like really anxious, and I become really like self-critical about my recordings and editing and then uploading from what feels like out of nowhere. And I've come to the realization that just because I adore being a YouTuber and I love making videos to share memes, games, and my thoughts with other people, doesn't mean I can't get burned out or feel too fatigued or in pain to edit for hours on end. So, with that in mind, I just want to do my best and make mistakes to get better. Last but not least, I'm excited to make my home with Scott feel like home again. I get that a lot of people want to fill their homes with calm, cozy art and knickknacks that interest them, but we're just a little bit different. In Gen Z fashion, we want a wild place full of references and memes that make us and our visitors giggle like a pair of mentally unstable buffoons. Of course, there will be aesthetically pleasing objects and the odd few mishmash of different collectibles, but our love of internet idiocy and chaos is what makes us feel safe and at home. Not everything I plan for myself goes so smoothly. Sometimes I'll stumble and tumble hard on my journey. Sometimes I won't upload and fall off the internet out of nowhere like I have before. Sometimes I'll push people away or isolate myself when I feel pressured, overlooked, and misunderstood. But I'm always trying to push myself to be better and kinder to myself. You'll think I'm gone, but then I'll come back every time you think I've given up and succumbed to all my weaknesses. And for someone who's lived mostly amongst consistent hate, toxicity, lies, and betrayal, I think I'm doing pretty good, and I'm doing my best to believe in those who believe in me too, so I think I'm feeling pretty great. To end this video, I'd like to enforce something upon myself. Before Corey's return, I actually made my own challenge to finish every game I started on this channel before starting on anything else. My challenge to myself now, for the rest of 2025, is to finish every game I've started on this channel before 2026. It's fashioned a bit like Corey's challenge to release 100 videos before year's end, and I want a fresh start on here with no strings attached going into the new year. So, lend me an ounce of your hope so that I might fulfill a pure dream. You can say no, but that ain't gonna stop me from having fun on here. Oh, and I almost forgot. The something I thought I lost was the drive to have meaning.
Maximizing my positive footprint before I leave this planet. That's all I'm really concerned about, to be honest.